Hi, welcome to the 10-minute video summary of the messages that are shared at Henrietta Christian Fellowship. It's June 3rd, and we had a visiting missionary who was wonderful today. And anyway, so we don't have a message to summarize, so I thought let's take the opportunity to just tell you a little bit about the backdrop that we use for the 10-minute video summary for the past few months here. And it's something very special to us. And some of you may be aware, and for those that aren't, I'll share that back in February of 1998, our then 13-year-old son Peter was diagnosed with stage 4 alveolar rhabdomyosarcoma, very, very serious, very aggressive cancer that there's, very, very little at that time in the way of treatment for, but they were going to try. And after an 18-month battle with that cancer, and that was July 30th, 1999, he passed away and went to be with the Lord. And so when that happened, a friend of the family, Lynn, she contacted the children and said, do you think you could secret away some of the clothes that were particularly special to your brother and just send them to me? I want to do something special for your parents. And so I know my wife at some point, started realizing, she goes, I'm missing some of Peter's clothes. I don't know where they are. And anyways, and it wasn't too long, and in the mail came this beautiful quilt that's behind us. I'm going to be joined by my wife here, and just take a look at this quilt together. And anyways, if I seem a little, it's like we're trying to do this so that we can show you the quilt and not step out of the picture and things. So please forgive our kind of amateur thing here right now. But this is the quilt, and it's very, very beautiful. This is my wife Sue. And anyways,
they're dogs and cats, if you can see that shape.
Yeah, and it's cut out from his clothes. Different clothes that were special to him. Buttons even were from articles of clothing of his, and so it's something very special. People ask you about how long does it take you to get over these things? You never get over it. You get through it, and this was part of getting through it. Quite honestly, it was just something. This is the happy memories, okay, that we have. For our son. There's
a baseball shirt, Fairport baseball. There's a Royal Ranger shirt,
which is a sort of Boy Scout-like program that's run by the Assemblies of God. Yeah, and
shirts that are signed.
Yeah, by musicians. There's a friend, Sammy Palermo, and he was just instrumental in introducing Peter, who is a musician, to some of these bands. And Jars of Clay, one of their mothers was actually a nurse on one of the treatment floors that Peter was on. And Skillet, God bless them, back in the day, they just took such an interest in Peter. Members of the band would call him just to pray with him and encourage him. And so they were great. And,
this has a football on it, and there's another signed shirt. And these were he wore these shirts a lot and regularly, and so they put a smile on our face, and it just means a lot to us. There's a label when you make a quilt. You usually put a label on to say when was made and tells the name of the quilter, and so that is on there, and it's just precious to us.
Yeah. And so just a whole lot of wonderful memories all tied up in this quilt that you'll see behind me probably for some time to come. And it's just something I want to share with you that that if you're going through a difficult time, we've been through some difficult times, and those who know us know that. But sometimes you have the sense that God is far away. And the missionary who shared at church today said something about that, because he was a cancer survivor himself. And he said, there's times when your feelings tell you that God is far away. And he says, and when your feelings tell you that, your feelings are lying to you. Because God is never far away. He is always present with us. And certainly there were times when our feelings went this way and that. But we came to know in new ways the love and the presence and just the assurance and the peace of God. And I want to encourage you that that's available to all of you. When you look at this, I want you to smile and remember our son Peter. And when you look at it, to smile and realize that God has a message for you, that He's always close, He's always nearby, He's always present in your life, and He hears your words when you pray to Him. And so with that, I'm going to say God bless you, and we'll see you next time on the 10-minute video summary.